teleport?
I did. I did do that. Alright, we're back with some Abomination Vaults once more. Starring me, the DM, and several of my good buddies here. Why don't we take a second to introduce ourselves? Come on.
Hi. Como. Play Gideon. Human fighter. Here to kill things.
Silly.
Who am I? Zilly, I play Ziri. She's the Vaughn witch who likes dead things and has a neat little bat for a pal. Well, he looks like a bat.
Yuri.
Yuri. I play Wesk, the Kobold Gunslinger. The true heart of the party.
I have not given you that title. Raleigh.
I'm Relief. I'm playing the character of Cezanne today, the human cleric of the Shimmering Maiden.
And I am the DM Stray, blessedly released from Made RPG and Fatal as a system. For some hero points, who wants to go ahead and get us started? What happened last time?
Well, waking up after the night of the attack on the city, we went and spoke with the mayor, and he seemed interested in potentially sponsoring the party's journeys into the Gauntlet. From there, we checked out the graveyard a little bit. Gideon looked around for a missing person. Then we reconvened, went back to the Gauntlet, fought a cloud and tentacle monster, and some ghouls, including a apparent ghoul cleric. And here we are.
Okay. Gideon. You have no hero points, so you will get one for free. Ziri. Same to you. You each should have at least one hero point. Raleigh, you will now have two, as you did not have one to start with. You find yourselves once more in the sprawling underground library that you have now discovered lies underneath the Gauntlet, surrounded by the corpses of several ghouls, enemies that have terrorized you so far, but you have now dealt with handily or not. It's up to how you look at it. But standing before you is a large pale green spiral of energy emanating out of the center of this room that caused Gideon and I believe Wesk to decay as they approached it, spiraling upward out of the ground from an unseen force. With that in mind, what would everyone like to do?
So the ghoul cleric is completely like gone, right?
I mean,
Described him as turning to dust.
yes, he's here, and I just took him off the screen, bud.
I was wondering if I had at all caught if he had a holy symbol or something. What he might have been. Because he seemed pretty... was convinced he was a cleric of something.
He did seem to be some sort of spellcaster, but however, he did not seem to have a conventional holy symbol from what you recall. He was in fact barely wearing anything, unlike most ghouls, he was wearing something, but it was still just tattered, bloody, decaying old robes. Seemingly convinced of his spellcasting power, however. He also, I believe, spoke in a language none of you spoke except Ziri.
And
I don't like what he said. It's weird.
everyone speaks in languages I
Fucking
don't
weirdo.
speak. don't know what he said. I don't know what any of them said. No one tells me anything.
Do you say that aloud in character, Zilly?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I'm on the right floor. There we go.
Ah, right. I should activate this floor so that everyone is on it. There we go.
Oh no.
All right. Alright, the ominous pale green light hangs over the source of the room, and a small, quiet, familiar heartbeat pounds in your ears, Ziri.
Look like the light is going upwards.
Yes.
It appears that what we came for is gonna have to be a little bit lower down.
Notably, the spots that the light touches, like the actual source, it looks, despite being stone, it looks like decaying and infected flesh and tissue, sinew.
Well, guess we gotta find another staircase down around here.
Oh, we
Before we do that, though, that devil did say his contract was in the library. I just don't want to have to look through all of these fucking books.
Yeah, there's also like 87 doors through here, I think, last count. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm not convinced we need to look through all of them.
Maybe
you have
we
a
should
better
try
idea?
the second floor where we never went.
This is the second floor where we never went.
I'm at the doors. I mean, if we're looking for the contract, it would definitely.
I thought we
be
never
in
went
one
to
of
the
books.
second floor. Thought this was the
Well,
third floor.
No, last time we went down this staircase off to our west.
Ah,
We know where the way down.
Actually,
is.
that one was up.
Yep, that one's up.
Oh, okay.
Ziri speaks correctly, though. You guys basically skipped over the second floor entirely. This is now the third floor.
Cool.
We're discussing this. I'm gonna take to finally reloading my lawn air repeater.
Okay, you do so.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes you a good about 20 seconds to reload it. It'd be a
Does,
long, strenuous action in combat.
Does it seem like the library is separated, has like shelves separated in any specific way? I can't read under common, but
Yes. There are definitely sections. Books are separated, those that aren't rotting into pieces anyway. You are unable to read any of the backs of the books or the shelves, but they do seem to be divided into specific sections.
Zeri, you're able to read this, right? I mean, is there like a section like titled, I don't know,
Demonic
You're-
contracts.
bureaucratic stuff?
Can I look through it and see if I see anything that stands out?
Yes, but this is going to be a long, tedious process. What are the rest of you going to do as Ziri, just as the only one who can read this, has to just walk down the aisles?
I would like to take a second to treat some of my, deadened flesh.
You are still under treat wounds immunity for about the next half hour.
Cool.
Okay.
a skull. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ziri is going to go ahead and have to kind of meander around the halls. Ziri, it's dark. You're gonna need light in order to see. Is anyone going to accompany her and guard her while she does this, or?
I've got
Or
the
about the best I can do. We're still paused, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been paused.
sorry.
I've
Forgot
got
it starts
the
paused.
oh, I don't want to edit item. I have the Wayfinder, so I'll accompany her since it just is still shedding light.
Okay. Yes, both, I believe Gideon's shield and Wesk's compass are
Is
shedding
it this
light.
thing I'm looking at? Where are we going?
You're just
It's-
walking
walls.
up and down.
The walls
Yeah,
are
the
just
walls are
all
bookshelves.
covered
Yeah.
in bookshelves.
Yes.
And as you meander along the halls, you notice there's a northern passage and even more doors to your.
Oh boy, more doors.
Yeah, I said like 87 doors, didn't I?
Several iron sconces line the walls, but after a few minutes, you discover the topics. You don't see one on demonic law, bureaucracy, or contracts with devils for dummies, but you do see things such as regional history, arcane topics, occult topics. If you were to just stay here and use this to kind of research things, this would give you a bonus to recalling knowledge about Otari, the Gauntlet, related topics like that. The major thing you notice is that this is predominantly a library that kind of pertains to some of your interests, Ziri. There's a lot of topics about the arcane, the occult, necromantic energies, medicine. There's things about the old history of Wolfkrone, the old families, the six noble houses, the old
How many books
magocracy.
I carry with me?
Each book is going to be one bulk.
That seems like a fair rating system.
There we go.
It looks like there is 12
I see.
bulk of books here.
I see.
Sorry, no. There are common books, but there's about 2 bulk worth of, like, what I would call, like, interesting books here. Like, valuable books that are not just common studies.
Like, put those in my bag.
Okay. Both bulk?
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Gideon, can I give you your bastard sword back?
Sure. I might need to
I
offload
can
some
only
stuff onto
carry
other
5.
people.
I'm very weak.
Understandable.
There, you now have the books in your inventory, Ziri. They are a combined total of 2 bulk.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to relay to them the information that I'm finding as I look over the books.
Okay.
Kind of mumbling what they're about under my breath and pausing every so often to excitedly flip through something that catches my eye.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
You each spend about 10 minutes escorting Ziri as she details what she finds. Every so often, just pulling a book off the shelf, flipping through it, and sometimes she puts it back, but more often she stuffs it into her pack. She is collecting a large amount of books. 2 bulk is somewhere around 20 to 25 books, Ziri.
Mm-hmm.
Many
Does anyone have space for a climbing kit?
How much is it?
One.
It depends.
1 stone.
I can probably carry.
Very cool. Yeah, between that, the healer's tools, and the extra bastard sword, I'm running through space here.
I'm
Next time
also
we're gonna have
going
to leave some of
to.
your weapons at the inn.
No.
There's not anything of significance to the podium here, is there?
No, these are just for decoration, bud.
I figured.
More importantly, I'm gonna go ahead and write some text here, so that way I won't have to mention it every single time. But can you guys see this text?
No.
No.
I can.
Oh,
Repair
that.
storage.
Yeah. Okay, it's down there.
Okay. Yes.
Where is this?
Down here. Oop, if I can click
Oh.
and...
Oh, yes. Okay, I see.
Why can I not click in?
That was 2-0.
There we go. Okay, there it went. But yes, Ziri takes a moment, and I'll say for brevity's sake, she kind of writes and scribbles something very quickly next to each, so that it is, so that you are able to tell what is written on each door. Oop, don't do that.
New text.
And this one is...
I will be right back. I need to grab water.
I just realized the name of that track is The Occasional Rat.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Picture of fire.
Here, dude.
I'm not saying I don't believe the sign, but I don't believe the sign.
Can you guys see even if it... Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say, even if I like round the corner and take it out of any sort of eyesight, it's still there. Eyesight and lighting, that is. Scrivener.
Yeah, it's a scrivener. Sorry, you're
See.
right. Scrivener. Scrivener.
Well, you write that. I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
Alright.
Seems like a decent idea. Can't wait to learn what a scrivener is. I can't wait to learn that.
Don't do that. Mm-hmm. Mm. Ah, yes, the important one. I believe that's all of the labels. Okay. Ziri and I take about 10 minutes to inscribe and collect a bunch of books. As the party organizes their inventory and they pass things around, I'm going to go ahead and
I am back, but I think Como's going to the restroom.
nice. We'll go ahead and you know what? We'll just keep it going.
Back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Well, there are a few directions we could go with this.
My best guess is it's in Belcora's office.
Yeah, that's my thought as well, though restricted collections also feels like an option.
I'm going to longingly look towards the restricted collections.
Siri, how brightly did your eyes lit up when you translated this?
Not like, looking at the sun, but you look just to the side of it, squint a little. About
Right.
that bright.
Think we can trust that demon?
Devil.
We do get him his contract? Is there a difference?
Yes. Immensely.
Okay. Think we can trust that devil if we get him his contract?
I don't think anyone but Ziri's here.
I thought Yuri was.
No, he stepped away to go piss.
I'm here.
Welcome back.
Alright, what do we got? Yes, the reading room. Sounds awful.
Weska's posited that the Devil's contract would likely be in Belcora's office, but Ziri is staring longingly and lovingly at the restricted collections.
Yes, that would make sense.
I could see it being either, but
Could be in the
my
scrivener's
guess would be
office.
the office. Okay, real talk, out of character. What the heck is a scrivener?
A what?
A scrivener. It's
The
a scribe.
Scrivener.
Okay.
It's another word for a scribe. I mean, as far as I know, am I wrong?
Belcora had a notary.
Get your legal documents.
Ah, yes, it's more like a notary than a scribe. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would think that'd be the place we would go. This one's not labeled?
Nope.
Very cool.
But, I don't know. Which direction should we go with?
Well, Siri's the one who labeled everything. I figure we take her direction.
Oh, what do you think, Siri?
I'll look towards the restricted collection one more time. Sigh. Or sigh and go towards Belcora's office.
Does it still sound like there might be any ghouls around?
Oh yes, there is still scurrying and scratching in the distance.
Namely, I definitely heard some off to the north.
It's really still just kind of all around you. That's the worrisome part.
Well, we're gonna have to clear out this whole place eventually. Might as well pick a door.
I'm gonna not go first.
I thought we were just
sorry.
here to stop the light.
That's fair. I'm gonna keep my sword out and gonna ready a sudden charge.
Okay. You go ahead and swing
So,
open the
gun
door.
out.
It looks like both Suzanne and I are looking at the same thing. Something down there. We kind of both feel the same way about it too, I think. Slightly disappointed.
Right.
Alright. You swing
Right.
open the door and it does move.
Great.
And reveals a 5x5 hallway.
Real quick before you step in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wesk gonna crouch down and take a good look at that floor plate and see if there's anything off about it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a hidden perception check.
That I can do. Blind GM roll mode?
Yep. Okay. You don't think it's trapped? You check and you poke and you pry. Luckily, it doesn't seem like the floor plate here moves at all, and you see no tripwires or strings. You give it a thorough checking over, kind of thinking of all the mechanics that you've ever encountered in your life. Seems to be safe.
Plate safe. Want me to check the door?
You do you.
Wesk is going to tentatively take a step forward.
Okay. You do so and brace yourself, holding your breath. Nothing seems to happen for now.
Step Wesk will check the seams of the door and the
I would
lock.
use your perception check from earlier, bud. You found
Okay.
nothing. The door is
Alright.
not trapped. The door is also not locked. Floor plate is clear.
Alright. Saw you, big guy.
Alright. Same as before.
The first thing you notice as you swing open the door is your eyes sting. As you realize this room is still lit. Pretty well lit, too, unlike the rest of the Gauntlet where you have been the sources of light. A large chandelier hangs above a modest desk and chair. Mirrors line the north and south wall, but they are shattered and cracked beyond use. Other than that, the silence of the grave greets you and one lone spider web in the corner. It is in immaculate condition, unlike the rest of the Gauntlet has been.
World.
What's going on?
I'm gonna take a look at the chandelier. What the hell is keeping it lit?
A large bright blue torch reflected through many, many pieces of glass. An ever-burning torch sits socketed into its center.
Cool. Anyone
Just
want another one of
gonna-
these?
So you're gonna start looking over the desk. Are there any locked drawers, per se, or do they all open?
No, they all open. It's also completely empty.
Oh. Someone's been through here.
Could it be whoever prepared that altar upstairs?
Possible.
Can I hear anything against the door to my immediate left?
Give me a perception check. No, you don't think you hear anything.
Cool. Still keeping my sword out. Ah, good. It's locked.
I think that's where I come in.
Actually, Gideon, you think back to the set of keys you found when you first started exploring. One of them has the same icon as the symbol on the door, a large book that you never found a use for.
Oh, yeah. Thought the library would be locked. Clearly the library was an open hallway. Okay.
Uh-oh.
As you swing open this door, the first thing you notice is a creature.
Someone get Ziri.
She's hideous.
What in the world is it?
Did you just assume it's gender?
It is a small
Everyone
creature
using-
about the size of Wesk, radiant almost, emitting light.
Is everyone using this damn castle for their
Do I know what this
place of
creature is?
residence?
Give me a nature check. But as you swing open the door, you notice it is relaxed in one of the chairs, a bit too large for it, admittedly, even though it is quite small. It is currently trying to balance a book on the tips of its toes. It is reclined back in the chair.
I'm also quite curious. Can I make a roll as well?
Yes, you may.
Dang. Fine.
Other than the creature, however, this room looks exceptionally comfortable with a thick, nice carpet, a brightly lit chandelier. Incense greets your nose. The two oversized, overstuffed chairs sit opposite a rack of books to your west, and a softly bubbling fountain with a mossy skull weeping tears into a pool leaks water in the corner. Cezanne, after your initial chills leave you, this creature is what is known as a lurker in light. They are a type of fae, and you would know this as well, Ziri. They have insect wings, large eyes, and oversized bulbous heads. As fae, they slaughter and cause mischief in a way that only makes sense to them and their alien intellects, but they tend to take umbrage with anything that lives in the dark. They're sadistic and whimsical, and unlike most creatures associated with the light, being friendly and kind, they are evil. They love to dart into the shadow plane and antagonize the shadowy creatures there. As you swing open the door, however, it startles, drops the heavy tome with a thud, and whips around to face each of you. and in a language. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
If anyone would, it
Yeah.
would be Ziri.
Of course she does. Ziri, you would know. Whipping around, it faces you. Who goes there?
He wants to know who we are.
Did
This thing is bristling now on top of the chair.
does it speak common?
Try talking to it.
Do you speak common?
Yes, I do speak your tongue. Who goes there? Why are you here? It's rude of you to barge in. The door was locked.
Yeah, we had the key.
Who gave you the key? I didn't give you the key.
Well, we have it.
Well, then you must have stole it.
Is this your office?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm not giving you my name.
Why not?
Because you've not earned it. Why don't you give me your name?
Well, isn't your name printed on the outside of the door?
Maybe. Maybe not. Why don't we exchange names?
Maxwell Triton, how you doing?
That's not your name. That's a stupid name.
That's not very nice.
That's not very nice at all. What's your stupid name?
I don't have to give you my name.
Mhm.
It is now, poised to pounce. It is, wings are starting to flutter and shake rapidly.
Does anyone do
Sure.
Fey diplomacy? Because I sure don't.
I mean, how much different could it be?
I can talk with it, but
No, don't wish to talk. I wish for you to leave before I kill you. This is my
Yeah.
room. These are my books.
is this
I
your
don't believe
keep?
either of those statements is true.
Fairly certain this isn't your office. I think you're lying.
Look, if it
Who are you to barge into my room and call me a liar?
I told you, Maxwell.
No, that's not your name. That's a stupid name. Nobody would give me such a stupid name. You'd be too ashamed to give me a stupid name.
Rolls his head back and forth. Yes, there is a thin line between adventurers and mercenaries. We don't kill people, but we're paid. We are getting paid to find.
So you're
answers in
common
this keep.
thieves.
Eh,
Steal our money, we earn it.
is it truly theft if no
Yes.
one's around to claim it?
Yes, it is.
Seems to me like there's a statute of limitations on stuff that kind of runs out once the original owner, dies.
Wesk.
Hmm.
Give me a fortitude save. Oh. Wesk, you are blinded as a spell hits you directly in the face before you can finish your sentence. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Stop talking.
You know, that doesn't stop me from
Shut
talking.
up!
It just
Shut
stops me
up!
from
Shut up!
seeing.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
All right, can I use the sudden charge?
If you beat it in initiative, sure.
Sure. I don't imagine I'm going to do that.
Probably not.
I like
Look,
how I have
Chief,
a
I'll
plus
just
11
level
in
with you.
Man, rolling hot tonight.
It's okay, I rolled a fucking 2.
Wow. All right, so
So Gideon, you're up first.
all right. Do I still get the sudden charge off?
Sure. It will be your turn, though. Alright. That's 2 actions. Go ahead and roll your strike. That is a hit. Roll your damage. That is 8 points of damage as Gideon steps in and rams his blade in as a silent retort to the argument currently happening. You got 1 action left, Gideon. Go ahead. That is a miss, however. As you swing, go to grab it, and it cannot. Get your hands off me!
He's a quick bastard.
Barge into my room. Did you assume my gender?
It's a quick bastard.
That's more like it. Tazan, you're up.
So here we are.
That's the best way that things start.
You know what? Probably not optimal. I want to try this. I'm reach spelling this.
Okay. It does make a success. At the end of its next turn, the target takes 1d8 damage per different creature intentionally damaged on that turn. Okay. Well, that is on it. That's, what, 2 actions?
That's all my actions.
Alright, reach spell.
For the reach.
The next creature, however, the Lurker in Light, however. Gideon, as you swipe at it, it steps.
That's
And then becomes invisible. Which means it is undetected. Shit. You watch as this thing carefully flips away from you and disappears out of sight.
great.
That's concerning.
Said it was a light fey, right?
And then it casts Summon Fey.
Oh, good.
And it is going to conjure up a... Oh, yes. I want a... Do I have a picture for this? I do. Yeah. This'll be a fun one.
Ugh.
As a
Oh, I hate this.
swarm of little gremlin-like creatures comes out. This thing immediately have to do that, but it's just going to do this. A swarm of creatures comes out
Oh, God damn it.
with
Hate the Fae.
tongs.
Tooth fucking fair.
Yep.
Hey, did anyone else like lose all light?
Make sure you click your character.
I like it clicked off my character. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I should reload.
How about now?
I see an arrow pointing at me, but I don't see me, and I don't see everything else is just black.
Okay, yeah, try to reload, bud.
Sorry about that.
The tooth fairies descend upon you, Gideon.
Great. I'm attacking of opportunity.
That is a step.
5-foot step. Card step.
Give me a reflex save, Gideon. Oh, nice. Never mind. As they descend upon you, you throw up your blade, grasping it, changing your focus to this new threat as you are now just dogpiled in the corner. Luckily, you are just batting them left and right. You reach out, punch one in the face to get it off of you. Ziri, you are up.
Gideon really seems to get crits where he needs them. I have never had a character like that.
Um. How do I tell if a spell can hit my teammate?
If it's an AoE, it hits your teammate. Unless it specifically says does not target allies.
Yeah.
Of course, you can always try, like, you know, hitting it in an area that hits where you want if it's an AoE. It helps to size out the AoE.
Yeah. Um. Why?
Okay. As you just
Okay.
run through this swarm of little gremlins with tongs and pliers and wrenches and hatchets. What would we like to do?
I would like to cast electric arc on, I think. Yeah. Hold on, let me target them.
Okay. Nice. God damn it. As you shoot your electric arc out, it hits one, then the next, then the next, and the next, and the next, being conducted by these little tools that they're holding. They all shriek in pain.
Good. I think that's the end of my turn,
Okay.
isn't it? Movement.
One to
and-
move, two to cast.
Yeah.
Wesk, you are no longer blinded, thankfully. But you are now staring at a swarm of little gremlins that was not there when you were blinded.
This is a fine mess we come back to.
Just start shooting.
Thankfully, now that I can see again, I can use Into the Fray. So stride forward, doing pistol and kukri still out, as he is going to double check which one gives me. We're going to shoot at the swarm of tooth fairies, trying to catch as many as I can with a bullet.
Okay. That is a hit.
I'm not sure
Well,
if
they're
they
easier
can.
hitting the other guy.
I'm not sure if they can be, but if they can, sword and pistol makes them flat-footed.
They can indeed be. As far as I know, anyway.
Second is going to be a reloading strike with the kukri.
Yes, I just double checked. They can be flat-footed.
Alrighty.
That is
Oof.
a hit. Roll your damage. Unfortunately, not a crit due to the multiple attack penalty. But, however, as you strike these things, your weapons are just not dealing as much damage as you think they should. More importantly,
Surprised.
God, I fucking hate the thing.
correct. As well as that, Cezanne. You bump into something as you stride
I do?
forward. Yes.
Yep.
There is something in this tile. I believe that's all of your actions, however.
Nope, because I get stride as a free action thanks to Into the Fray. So I still have one action left.
Okay, then you have one action left.
In that case, I am going to attempt to strike the invisible force that I felt
Okay.
with
Go ahead.
the kukri. Damn, results.
That ain't gonna do it.
No, God, no. That was not a, sorry, I targeted the tooth fairy when I should have targeted the thing.
It's alright. It would have missed either way.
Do it either way.
Regardless, you
figured. I
bump into
figured.
something and you just swing blindly. Just kind of caught off guard, but find nothing but air. You've got to double down and convince yourself that there was something there and you weren't just paranoid. Gideon, it's your turn.
All right. I assume. Do I know anything about this being here?
Nope.
Cool. That's what I thought. And I'm gonna focus on the more present issue.
Okay. The
Stoking
dozens
the
of little
flames.
gremlins. Gideon revs his sword.
Let's see, they're already flat-footed, so
No,
I might
they're-
as well
they're
go
only
for Grim.
flat-footed to me. They're flat-footed to
Ah.
me. And that ends at the end of my turn.
Yep. West got combos.
Noted.
Sword makes him flat-footed to gun and vice versa.
well,
Alrighty, and let me
I
roll
think-
my attack to aid. Actually gets a +1 circumstance bonus as well. Because I hit them.
because you did hit them. Good news, Gideon.
Yeah.
That gave you just enough to hit. Roll damage.
All right.
You deal 7 points of damage. Not quite as much damage as you would hope. However, as you go to grab them, you grab one of the creatures. Barely fits in your hand, really. Only to realize, like, you're still facing, like, 11 or 12 or 13 more of the buggers. Grabbing them is not going to be very helpful here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So does Stoke Flames last until the end of the turn?
Correct.
Because that's how I've been using it.
It is 1 to stoke,
All right.
1 to strike. You've got 1 more.
Try this.
That is
Can't
a
help you there, I'm
miss.
sorry.
Unfortunately,
only-
missing just by 1.
Ah, gee,
As
if
you-
only I could have made them flat-footed by grabbing them.
As you swing, you throw one into one of its allies. They butt heads for a minute, and you swing again backhandedly, but you're just not finding purchase. Cezanne, you are up.
Okay, I don't know Pathfinder rules on this whatsoever. I saw it vanish. Is there any chance I could, like, listen to see if I could get an idea where it might have vanished to, or
Give me
the
a
whole sound of the fray gonna be too much for that?
perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I believe search is a mechanic. Seek?
Yes. Seek is a basic action.
Oh, you changed your dice.
I did.
Yes, you do detect the creature, but it is still invisible. You do know there is a creature here.
Is that gonna be enough for me to cast on it, or?
I would say yes, but there's still a large chance of just missing it outright.
How does that work generally? Might I ask?
It is hidden, which means you need to pass a DC 11. Kind of like Dazzle.
DC 11 flat check.
Yes. So you know it's here, but it's still going to be a hard hit because it's still invisible.
Okay. Look out, West. There's something in front of you. Oh, I know what it is, but I'm gonna. This is on the ferries over here.
Okay, go for it.
Do.
That is
I'd like to
unfortunate.
re-roll that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's say.
Ooh.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
As you throw your blinding white-hot lance forward, it streaks through 3 or 4 and drops even more of them. What used to be about 15 creatures has been reduced to about 3 now. Gideon.
Do I still have one of them grabbed?
No, you threw it at the other one.
All right.
Actually smashed their heads in and they dropped. Cezanne, I believe you have 1 action left. No, 1 to
Even with
seek,
the
2 to seek. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. This thing now comes out of it is going to move.
This time I would to attack of opportunity.
Sure. Give me a DC 11 flat check first.
Still hidden? Oh yeah, it is.
Yep, still
Thought you said
invisible.
it came out.
You can hit it. Go ahead and roll your attack as it flits past you. You are now much less distracted by this horde of gremlins. That is a hit. That is almost a crit, in fact. And you
I'd have to roll
slam.
a literal d20 to crit this thing.
Yes, this thing is very high level. As it slams into you, you kind of just blindly swing as you heard Cezanne point out a creature. More out of sheer luck than anything, but it slices itself, tears its belly open, revealing its form for but a moment as it disappears from sight again.
Getting real sick of that.
As well as that, Gideon. If I can please target Gideon, please. Please, game. There we go.
Oh, that's great. That's better.
I'm going to use one of my villain points to
That's
reroll
what I
that.
thought you
Just... Fucking hell.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ooh. At least you rolled the damage well.
Gideon,
Yes.
this thing disappears into the light. It's strange. It's hard to keep track of in this brightly lit room. But then as you're trying to focus on where it is, a blast of like white hot sunlight, a holy energy in fact, slams into you and your body erupts in fiery pain as your exposed arms, not quite fully covered by your full plate, burst into fire. And then that's going to be the end of this thing's turn, as the Tooth Fairy swarm please game, let me do this.
Please, game. Don't.
Give me a reflex save, Gideon.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
That's good.
let's see. These things descend upon you, Gideon. Now, the few remaining ones have pulled your hair back, opening your mouth, and one is trying to reach into your mouth and just barehanded pull out one of your teeth. Just give it here, just shut up.
That.
Luckily, you bite down on its hand, but its tiny little claws did dig into your gums on the way out. Thankfully, protecting you from the worst of it. Ziri, you are now up. Unfortunately, I need everyone in the AoE to roll me a fortitude save.
Oops.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that.
Ah. Much better.
As this thing explodes, it bubbles and broils. Why would you do this? And you each watch as the thing explodes in a cloud of black mucus, mossy texture, plaque.
Ew.
Can hate the Fae.
Hey.
Gideon, some of it gets in your mouth and you retch immediately because you realize there's an open wound in there. Oh, that shit's infected as hell now. Luckily, Ziri, Wes, you managed to turn and maintain yourselves. Ziri, you have one action left, I believe.
I don't know where the other thing is.
You can give me a seek action, and you might be able to find it.
See.
Just give me a perception check.
Whoop.
Well,
You scan, and you do not...
I think the only one who would have a good shot at killing this thing is Wesk.
No, you do not find this creature. You know it's somewhere in this room. Last you checked, Ziri, you watched it flit past. But that's it. You don't know if it has since moved from where it was. Wesk, you are up.
Wes is gonna shoot at the chandelier.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That was my next move if you didn't do it.
You shoot the chandelier. What are we accomplishing here?
I'm gonna try and kill the ever-burning torch.
Kill the ever-burning torch.
Okay. Would you like to destroy the ever-burning torch?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. That is going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. That is going to completely destroy this torch. As the light in this room goes out. You know, if you and Gideon were also emitting light and
Right,
the
I was gonna
chandelier
say.
wasn't. But the torch snaps in half and falls inert. Its magic destroyed. You have 2 actions left, I believe.
Wes is already standing in the doorway. You moved me a bit. I'm just
Yes.
moving him back to where I was. He's going to reload the dueling pistol,
Mm-hmm.
and then keep a keen eye out to make sure that if anything were to pass by him, he would at least try and notice it. Unless this thing is being as stealthy as possible, he's keeping a watch basically to make sure that it doesn't try and leave the room while invisible.
Okay. I would say you spend an action to do that. Gideon,
Mhm.
you are up.
Like to attempt to recover from being sickened.
Alright, stick your finger down your throat. Give us the best bulimic white girl you know.
Fort
Go
save.
ahead. Yep, fort save. You do gag a little bit, and you just reach in and just wipe as much of the plaque out of your mouth as you can, spitting and sputtering and coughing. There's going to be 2 actions left.
All right. That would probably be a good time for me to dip. First things first, I think I will try and see if I can seek this thing out.
Alright, give me a hidden perception check, please.
Oh, hidden. Sorry.
It's alright, but yes, go ahead and roll another hidden one. No, you do not see this thing at all. Wherever it is holding still, or just bunkered up somewhere in this room.
Cool. Really not much I can do right now. I think what I'd like to do... walk past here
Okay.
and see if I can place my shield upside down so that the light does not show through the room.
Sure. We'll just cut your light off. It grows
Yep.
steadily darker. Sazan, you are up.
Forward, glancing at the room. There was just a plaque explosion near the middle. Is there any area I can see where the plaque that is visibly was blocked by something?
Hmm.
You know, I thought about that too.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a hero point for that, Raleigh. Yes. Go ahead and give me a seek action.
Okay.
Just a hidden perception
Yeah,
check for
I'm
me.
rolling.
Yes, you do. I would say this thing is now... shit, where is it?
That's what we're asking.
Very nice. Is it really not under the thing? Okay, whatever. Tazan. This corner.
Unfortunately, I've burned 2 of my actions. What do I do here? With my last action, I'm just gonna try and nudge Wesk the direction that it would be in, give him an idea where it is, while trying to keep it as quiet as possible from the fairy itself.
Okay. With a subtle nod and a tap on the shoulder, Wesk, he points you towards this corner. And while you now begin to see the outline of where the plaque should have hit but didn't, you do not see any creature covered in plaque or anything of the like, but you are now more aware of where this thing might be. Let's see. This thing's gonna summon another Fae. And it is going to summon... It's gonna summon this thing. Fuck it. This should be fun. And this thing is going to enter combat and then move here. Wesk, as you are now... he must be in the... Oh, Jesus Christ, what is that? A hunched over, furry little creature materializes into your view before striking out at you with a... Oop, not that. As this, targeting Wesk, please, with that. That's pretty good. What's your AC, Wesk?
19.
Okay, that's a hit. And it's going to roll a... Not that.
That was not a D12.
That was 2d12s.
Oh, I see.
I didn't.
Uh,
Yeah, no one hit.
Yep, there we go. West, you take 15 damage as this thing materializes into view, and before you can react, it reaches out, hands covered in electricity, throttling you. Siri, you are up.
Okie dokie. Huh?
Okay. How many actions, Siri?
3.
Alright, roll at 3. As 3 streaks of magic missile slam into the enemy. Raw kinetic force. Thud, thud, thud. Thankfully freeing the creature from throttling your neck currently, Wesk. Gasping for air, it is your action.
Just going to strike at the creature first with this kukri.
Okay, go for it. That is a miss, unfortunately. As you swing, and it does hit, but this thing's hide is surprisingly thick.
Block this.
Parry this.
God,
That is a hit.
Casual.
As it recoils in pain. Confident that it is safe, you whip out your gun in your other hand and give it a polite diplomatic retort.
not done yet.
Wow.
That is a hit. As you deal 3 more damage. Not quite as strong as your gun, but you do still catch it off guard, recoiling, or stabbing it in the underbelly.
Wesk really just said parry this, you fucking casual.
Gideon, you're not doing great, bud.
I'm not. And I can see this thing around the corner.
Yep.
It's great. It's great. Is there an ever-burning torch up here too?
Yep.
Cool. Is there any chance I can leap out on the table and snatch it?
Oh, yeah.
Can I bust it?
Sure.
I'll do that.
Okay. As one action, I would say you leap up onto the desk, grab the torch, and as a second action, I'll say you take the time to smash it, rendering its magic inert, and the room grows darker still. You are now the only sources of light in this hallway. Or rather, Wesk is. You have third action left.
Great. Did I have to move that 5 feet for that?
I would say you have to climb up onto the desk.
Yeah, I was just trying to attack this thing in the same turn.
Okay, then I would say no, you can come crashing down on it.
Cool. I'm gonna shout at Wes to cover up his badge already, as I modify my grip because I'm no longer carrying the shield, so I'm gonna two-hand the smoking sword.
Okay, two-handing it is an action.
Is it?
Yes, putting your hand back on, taking it off is free.
Sure about
Interesting.
that.
Then I guess I'll just keep one-handing it for now.
Sure, go for it. That is a hit. Roll your damage. Because fighter gets that +2, baby.
Yup.
And you come crashing down, cutting one of its long, jagged claws off. It shrieks in pain as you and Wesk 1-2, 1-2 combo assist each other. Zan, you are up.
I don't know what you guys think you're doing, but these things antagonize the shadow plane for fun. I'm not sure the light's helping it. I'm going to cast a heal onto Gideon here.
Go ahead. Is that the one action heal?
That's the 2-action heal.
The 2-action heal. Alright. Gideon.
Jesus.
You feel great all of a sudden as you realize the pain is leaving your body. You are, because of this, catching a second wind now.
I'm gonna take my last action to shoot.
Go for it. With one hand, you reach out, throwing a healing spell Gideon's way. With the other, you fire over Wesk's head, pinging the table behind the creature as it leaps out of the way at the last second. At the beginning of this thing's turn, however, very nice.
Uh-oh.
Do I still really not have... Why is that not in the like, quick thing? Oh well, whatever. This thing still undetected by most of you now. Moves around in ways that all of you do not perceive. Okay. Zero, you are up.
Right.
Give me a perception check, actually, real quick, Wesk.
Okay. Blind or public?
Blind. I will say you as well, Cezanne.
Sure.
Alright, go ahead and give me that attack roll, Ziri, as you conjure up a pale green fire. That is a hit. Roll your damage. Okay. You've got one action left.
I would like to punch it.
I,
I was gonna suggest that as a joke.
Oh no.
I can't. Aid can't help you there. You can,
Ziri, would you like the
Well-
hero point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna use my hero point.
Oh, okay.
roll the aid
Okay.
attack.
Go ahead and roll it again for me, Ziri.
That is actually a 19 because I did hit it last turn.
Sorry, Ziri, the actual strike, not the damage.
Yeah, the d20.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Back up, attack.
If you just click the if you just right click on the action that you initially rolled on, you can hit reroll.
Oh boy, 16 plus.
Would be a plus
Is that just enough?
16.
Ziri,
plus-
go ahead and roll me damage, please.
Oh my
God.
the skill's getting so much
Hey.
use.
You know what? One I think is enough.
Ziri, go ahead and describe to me how you kill this thing.
I can't believe it keeps working.
Ziri, how would you like to kill this thing?
How do you want to do this?
You just punch it in the head.
Okay.
The back of the head.
Ziri, while this
Good.
thing's distracted,
Swift punch.
with one hand you
Fire.
streak out a blast of fire, and with the other, when your spell finishes casting, you just and just clock it in the back of the head. It stops moving.
My turn.
Did
Is
anything come of our perception checks?
No.
Okay.
Wesk, you are up.
It's a really stupid idea. Lusk says he reaches into his pouch, pulling out a small bit of chalk. He's going to quickly grind the chalk into a powder in his hand, and then toss the chalk out across the room to try and...
I would say this
catch.
takes all 3 actions, bud.
That's what I figured.
Okay. You do so. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I'll give you a +1 for it. You each watch as, thankfully, Wesk stows his gun, pulls out the chalk, smashes it with the bottom of his kukri, and he's working very fast. Go ahead and give me that perception check in secret. And the room is covered with a fine white powder, Ziri, revealing nothing. That is combat
in the
off.
room.
And we are going to go ahead and wrap that up as we...
Yeah, I really thought that would work.
It's a very good
that
idea.
I feel like we could have talked to that.
He didn't want to talk.
That you want to talk to the Fae?
The
No offense.
You make a fair point.
room
That's cool.
now lies silent and a little bit darker from when you first came in.
Alright, I'll pick my shield back up.
Okay, you do so, fumbling around in the now darkened room. Revealing the light, I will say.
There's a third fucking door.
I would like. see
There's
if there's
always more
anything
doors.
of interest in this room.
Yeah, I get the impression there's dozens of doors on this floor alone.
Well, we know it couldn't have gone out either of those. We would have heard it.
Ziri, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Just rolling great tonight.
You rolled high enough to punch a Fae in the back of the
I
head.
was gonna
to
say,
death.
I'd
Only
feel
with a hero point.
I'd feel
Still-
bad for you, but you did just brain one of my enemies as a caster, so
I'm still just gonna be listening around a little bit. I'm still a little worried about the thing that vanished.
okay. What are the rest of you two doing as Ziri and Cezanne take about 10 minutes? Ziri, you are just methodically cataloging each of these books now.
Oh. Well, if she's doing that, I don't have much to do. I'm gonna wash my mouth out at the fountain over here.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I am going to inspect the fountain before he starts to wash it out.
Okay.
Gideon, the character who must drink from all puddles.
And so long as 10 minutes are passing without interruption, I will add a 10 HP.
You
His
just
new title, Puddle Drinker.
Oh, I don't like this side of you too. Theory, you
Yeah.
are pulling out book after book after book. All of these are far more interesting to you than the others. Cezanne, as you begin to keep watch, Gideon goes to drink the water, and your heart seizes up in absolute terror as he is drinking from a water fountain with Nimbaloth's iconography on it.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't go near that water. You see that? I'm gonna point out the skull.
Yeah? Weird skull thing? I've seen the worst stuff down here.
Yes. Let's just say, for all intensive purposes, that is the symbol of an evil god.
Fine. I'll take out my water skin and swig that around and just
Have
spit that
a
out
water
instead.
skin. Stop drinking from random water sources.
The fact that that's here is making this even more concerning. Especially since Valcora mentioned
It's about that time
stuff.
as Cezanne is slapping Gideon in the back of the head for drinking from random water. Ziri, you find a large book, larger than most of the other books here, and as you pull it out, the title catches your eye. It is a plain book. Sky blue leather, some sort of creature you've never even heard of. Faded yellow pages, and your eyes twinkle with delight as it cracks and creaks open. And on the first page is written the words, in hand-penned, not printing press, hand-penned, ineffable hauntings.
I would like to take the other books out of my bag and put the more interesting books in my bag.
I will say this is just the most interesting book. You can still
like
just... This one will not take up space, Siri.
Okay.
There are still more books that are interesting in this room if you would like to. It's another one bulk of books. Whereas the entire library hall was 2 bulks, almost every book in this room is fascinating to you.
Happens when we're encumbered.
Bad things.
Oh no.
Ziri, with time, you could study this ineffable hauntings tome, but it's, as you flip through it, you realize it is a treatise on undead, containing rituals, arcane and occult spells, and specifically it has a very fascinating extended, exhaustive study into poltergeists, which would be great if you could rant and rave and talk about how excited you were to this party of dudes who just
gonna
had to be
start-
stopped
I'm
from
gonna
drinking
start
from the
ranting and
evil.
raving about how excited I am, and then I'm gonna look up and remember who I'm with. And I'm gonna fall silent and go back to my book.
Hand over the book.
No,
I'm offering to take it.
this one doesn't weigh anything.
She's holding on to that one, I'm pretty sure.
There's still a whole bulk worth of books if you want to just
I would
pile
like
these in.
to pile the other books on top of him.
Still,
Okay.
still no contract.
Gideon, you now have one bulk of just books in your inventory.
Cool.
Regardless, this seems like an incredibly comfy room to sit and read in, Ziri. You can definitely tell why Belcora probably chose this room.
Or a fairy friend.
Sazan, you don't get that feeling because Nimbalot's iconography is over in the corner, spewing water menacingly. And everyone is, like, really calm about this.
I'm aware.
Actually, just for funsies, what do I know about Nimbalot?
Give me a religion check.
Yup.
I haven't said the name Nibelaf.
Nope. But her symbol. Oh, fuck all. You know, fuck all. That's a human skull on the wall, dude.
Yeah, that's checks out in character.
I don't know. Belcora ate people? Like, that's, I don't know, some dude's head.
All I know is Sazan won't let me drink from the skull fountain. Alright. So,
Not to interrupt you, Ziri, but
I'm gonna say, now that Ziri's right at home.
mm,
Are you about to
One of
take
us is
that
feeling more
sword
lucky.
on 3?
back? Please choose.
I'm
one
down
of
if
the
you are.
Please just choose one of the doors.
Sazan. Oh, Gideon. Good news. This is actually a really clean
This is a
washroom.
bathtub.
Yep. It's, you can even see like a toilet and a tub, and it's actually really surprisingly clean for being down here in the Gauntlet. Kind of like the rest of this office.
Anything interesting?
Washroom.
So no.
Is there water in here?
As you swing your door open, Wes, you spot what almost looks like a jail cell. Nothing is in here except an iron stool and the remnants of a well-used whetstone.
I'm gonna look
And
back at that
another
room.
door.
Whetstone, you say?
Okay, maybe yours was better.
Yeah, I definitely won that one.
Siri, you are oblivious to all of this, having still been engrossed in your book.
You're free to take a look at the whetstone if you want.
Yes. This is your means of getting me into a prison cell, I say.
If I wanted to get you into a prison cell, I'd just tell the town guard what you half of what you've done.
Have not done anything illegal.
Well, you've partied with a kobold, so
That's not strictly illegal.
it is in Ceylondia.
We're not in Ceylondia.
It's a kobold carrying a gun. It's double illegal in Ceylon.
Actually, the gun makes it a little more legal,
I was gonna say.
strangely enough.
In Ceylondia, that would actually give him points. You should be like, you
Someone
know what?
trained
Give him
Not
some
right
points
now.
for a
Not
kobold.
right now. It wouldn't.
Who trained this kobold?
Alright. So, what's on the ground other than the whetstone?
That's it. Just a stool and a whetstone.
Cool. I already have one, don't I? I don't think I do.
Alright. Time for
Can I
door
get a
number
whetstone?
3.
Sure.
I-
It's pretty well used and old, so...
Siri now might be a spell?
Yes, it is now too
Behind-
dark to read your book, Siri.
It's behind door number 3. Oh boy.
Good news, Wes.
Stairs.
More stairs leading down.
Let's put a pin in that.
Hey gang, real talk, I don't know how you keep doing this, but you keep beelining for the fucking stairs down.
Apparently.
That not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Hey gang,
That's literally.
we're not doing that.
Close
I'm gonna say whatever's down there. I don't want to do that right now.
Instead, let's put a pin in that.
What was that last thing Scary said? I didn't quite catch it.
We're not going down there right now. Whatever's down there is way beyond our pay grade at the moment.
Exactly.
Technically
We're already
speaking,
skipped to a floor to where we shouldn't be here yet.
We just fought something casting level 4 spells, so.
strictly
Yeah.
speaking, I said, hey gang, we're not doing that. Like,
If you go down there, this will be over.
I'll just kill you. I can do that. You guys want that? We can do that.
I think we're good for now.
I think it's time to check out the restricted collections.
Siri's ears
Actually-
perk up.
I don't know, because I don't know if we can carry any more books.
How are we doing on spell slots, guys?
I
Not
still
great.
I still have a heal.
I'm doing amazing on spell slots.
Same,
Actually-
All
but
my level 1s.
I mean, not that bad. Could be worse.
I was kind of hoping I'd get my chance to try out that Dispel Magic, but...
Oh.
Didn't
You-
quite come
There's
up.
always next time. Why doesn't this door have a label?
that's what I asked earlier. It just doesn't.
Burning
Between West and
curiosity.
I honestly, for a second, thought you just opened the door and went in.
No.
Do we want to go into the nothing room? I think Ziri here has her eye on the,
How long's it been? I would.
It has been about
Ziri.
12 minutes.
Oh god.
Ziri humored me, so I'll humor her. That means 2 more HP. Nice.
Cool. Cool. I'm
That passive regen is really cool.
already a sudden charge
strong.
again.
Anytime someone goes to do anything
Oh,
that takes
good!
Oh no.
oh, boy, I can't see a thing.
Another one?
Oh no.
Not that sudden charge already.
Close the door, Gideon. Just close the door. Let's walk away.
Unfortunately, I can't. Game's paused. Shit's fucked.
We need you to unpause the game straight. We need to close the door.
Look, is there a door that we can open in this place that won't have something horrifying
Probably
behind
not.
it?
Let's put a cap on that.
Let's put a pin in this.
Rows of
Sorry.
bookshelves run the length of this. Yeah, we're not backing out of this. This is my time to have fun.
Faye wasn't?
No, that's boring.
No. They're fey. They're not fun.
The first thing you each notice that rows upon rows of bookshelves run the length of the room. Although some have been damaged or tipped over or outright destroyed. The books that once sat on the ruined shelves seem to be stuffed anywhere they can fit on the other shelves, leading to a much messier and haphazard collection in this room. Those of you who can see the doors to the north, however, note that this is probably, ironically, the most impressive thing, as 2 large stone doors with a strangely feminine shape is depicted rising from a graveyard, ghosts erupting out of cemeteries, graves emptied. As you swing open the door, the ghouls in this room, a large number of ghouls, whirl to face you, taking a defensive stance, not immediately moving to attack. What would each of you like to do in this moment?
I ain't never seen undead not immediately attack, especially not ghouls. They're not typically smart.
Oh well.
We have guests. A large, central cultist speaks, feminine in form, unlike her predecessor. Who do we have the pleasure of addressing?
Guys, these aren't Fae, right?
No, they're ghouls, but they're talking. They
More
supposed to not talk.
I
ghouls
shouldn't have.
come emerging out of the dark, the dim light where your light spell does not reach, creeping into view. I ask again, do you speak common? Who do we have the pleasure of addressing?
Gideon.
She's going to
My
look to the
name's
rest of you.
Ziri.
This is gonna be the Fae in disguise. Fuck.
I'm Wes, you'll have to forgive us. We ran into your friend out here, and they weren't exactly as calm as you all are.
The hunger takes us every now and then. Does the hunger not take of you?
You get hangry sometimes.
She gives a twisted sort of smile to Ziri. Her eyes do not match the smile. Yes. Have you come for an audience?
Audience with whom?
Nakata-zan. The High Priestess.
Is there any chance that name rings any bells?
Same.
Give me a religion check.
Oof.
We make it untrained, or does it have to be trained in this case?
It must be trained.
That's what I figured.
God damn, Siri.
Just not her night.
Oof.
Can I?
Just
Sorry, I
nat
should have. I
ones
should
all
have
night
declared.
long.
Never mind. I would have had to declare it first. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead and take your hero point. No, none of you know who Nakata-zan are. Whether it be a religious figure, a god, or even an actual person. Have you come to speak to the High Priest?
I can't say I'm very familiar. Who's this high priest to?
Our goddess.
And which goddess would that be? There are many.
Zan, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually have pretty good diplomacy. I'm not
You
gonna roll
do.
because I said that, but
That's pretty good.
Your question seems to irritate her, but luckily she is subdued by a few of your body language, the way you did not mean to incense her.
Pretty sure they don't believe in other gods.
We worship our goddess, Her return is nigh. She's been away for far too long. You stand in her home but do not know her name?
We do know Belcora's name, right?
Are you saying that aloud?
I'm asking as not my character. I'm double checking. I thought we
Yes.
knew her
You
name.
know
Okay.
Belcora's name. If that is who
But
they
I
are talking about.
Don't know if they're referring to Belcora.
I'm going to suggest. I ask if they're talking about Belcora.
The cultist looks to you now, Ziri, locking her eyes, looking past you, Gideon, turning away from you, Sazan. Yes, you might refer to her as such. She has many names.
Said she's returning soon.
Yes. Now, may we take you to Nakarazan? Or will we have to drag you there?
I look to Gideon.
What does audience with Nakata-san entail?
You would be converted to our cause, hopefully.
Right. Does anyone here feel like becoming a ghoul today?
You didn't sign up to join a cult.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
You will join us
Converted
one way or another. Okay. Gideon, you're just going for it?
I'm just going for it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me initiative, everybody.
Jeez.
He just ran it, didn't he?
Leroy!
I don't blame him.
I can't say that I do either.
Did you want to change religion, Sazan?
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Time to die.
Oh, gods, yes.
Fortunately, Sazan hasn't acted yet, so he can't even get that counterspell he wanted.
I don't have counter spell. I have spell magic. They're very different.
Go ahead and give me a strike, Gideon. As you swing, that is a critical hit.
Ooh, nice.
As you slam your sword into the middle of this feminine ghoul. She recoils in pain and reacting much faster than you thought somebody could. Maybe it's the undeath, the dulling of pain, however. She reaches down and immediately casts a spell.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's my first bad fort save of this campaign.
And a streaking purple blast emanates from her hands. I need you to give me a fortitude save, Wesk.
Darn it. worse.
That's the bad part.
You each take 4 points of damage as these streaking black tendrils whip out. Tearing directly through your stomach, Gideon, you recoil. You've been killed, only to realize they're almost ephemeral. Unfortunately for you, Wesk, you realize this all too late as it slams into you, and you each have a portion of your skin ripped off back into the cultist's hand. She now stands holding pieces of your flesh, both Gideon and Wesk. She then takes a 5-foot step backwards. Bring them, she says, motioning to her fellow ghouls, lashing out at you, Gideon.
Here we go.
As they begin to fall upon you. Once. Twice. We'll do one more just because they're not very smart. Gideon fends off 1, 2, 3 ghouls. As another Gideon, you are knocked prone to the ground as the ghouls start
This
to...
feels familiar.
As the ghouls begin to leap upon you. They begin to chomp into you. Luckily, cannot pierce your plate mail as one bites and you throw up your hand, sort of in a desperate attempt to fend it off. They bite into your gauntlet instead of your flesh. Cezanne, you are up. As you just watched Cezanne charge in.
Get in.
Cezanne?
Sorry, whatever. I know what I said.
He might.
I'm actually gonna probably listen to not this. What do I want to listen to? Three Kings? Three Kings sounds good.
That would probably be a bad idea. How does the directional on a ranged spell cone function? Is it the direction I'm facing towards?
Your choice.
My choice? That's probably not. No, for now I'm going to reach spell a magic weapon onto Wesk here.
Okay.
This is gonna be a bit of a fight. Clearly.
Alright. You reach out. What are you casting it on, Cezanne?
I now have a clan pistol and a kukri. I recommend the clan pistol.
I'm putting it on
deals
the
a-
gun.
Yeah.
He's 30 feet away from the
Okay.
enemy.
Your
And that-
dueling pistol is now
Dueling
enwreathed
pistol, yep.
in small motes of light, smaller than your Giselle. Ziri, you are up.
Okay, so if I wanted to use my summon undead again, I'd have to use my last first level spell, right? Works?
Right now it is
And
not
make
prepared,
that
it looks like.
Oh, I gotcha. That makes
Remember,
sense.
you
Okay.
can swap out any spell for Animate Dead, but it was something you'd have to be doing during downtime.
I gotcha. Then I would like to use that. on Wesk.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that bad?
No, you can
it's
do it on
just-
the.
You can do it on
too.
his thing, but I put it on his gun already.
You can put it on the
Oh.
kukri if you want. I have 2 weapons.
Yes, Wesk
You
is a
can't
dual
really-
wielder, so if you guys would
It
like
really
to
helps.
just funnel magic weapons,
Give Wes the whole pre-bars. Level 3 super.
would you like to go ahead and keep your magic weapon on Wesk's kukri, Siri?
We keep it and stop getting it instead.
Sorry, say again. You cut out really bad.
So I'll probably keep it and try to cast it on Gideon instead.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Then instead, I'm gonna go over here. Maybe. Nope.
All right. Siri charges in to save Gideon.
Now I would like to use magic weapon. His weapon.
Okay.
And then I would like to close my eyes and wait for this to be over. 'Cause I'm probably gonna die now.
Zero, you reach down and touch the smoking sword in his grasp. As the ghouls descend upon you as well.
I appreciate it,
They do.
but
Oh, surprisingly, one leaps on Ziri and she knocks it back, maintaining her
Punch it in the head.
footing.
I can't wait.
Get
for
off.
this
Not
to
punching
cups
everyone.
another.
I didn't know witches had moves.
One swings at you with a claw, you dodge. Another one, however, this one is going to hit. Give me a fortitude save, Ziri. Oh, my sweet child.
Oh no.
Ziri, you drop paralyzed as your body seizes up. And you are unable to further move right now. Gideon, you are up.
I am standing up,
you're-
please.
Okay. You do so as an action. You are, however, still flat-footed.
Great. Great. I'll take the big guy. You handle the rest.
You say to Siri as she is unable to reply.
I'm speaking to
Convulsing
West,
on
but
the ground.
Oh. Go for it.
Everything's fine.
That is a hit. Woof. The feminine cultist recoiling in pain. Ah! Damnable creatures. You will join us.
well, not.
That
Nobody
one,
makes me bleed my own blood.
that one, she says, pointing to Ziri, already has.
Right. I can't talk. Damn it.
Nope. Got one action left, bud.
I don't.
Stand up and sudden charge.
Ah,
Sudden
right.
Charge too.
You're right. Sudden charges too. Wesk, you are up. Ah, yes, you. Roll that recovery check. Nope. You are going to
Immediately,
take one more point of bleed damage.
Wesk springs into action following Gideon's instructions as he approaches the ghoul, not even wasting a moment as he raises his gun and
That is a crit.
Good night.
Wesk strides up and absolutely flattens this thing into paste as its top half explodes backwards into the books. Ziri, you would be crying if you could move, as the gore now soaks some of the delicate-looking books.
No.
Wes flicks the breach open, throwing in another round before he can even think, as measured hands move and strike once more.
That is a hit.
Sad about the low damage, but not much can be done. That's shoot, reload, shoot. That's my turn.
Much less impressive this time, Wesk. However, you do not land that good, meaty giblet shot. As we are going to roll your recovery check. And you are still bleeding. These ghouls dart over to you, Ziri.
Oh boy.
Now on the ground, much easier to hit. They begin to try to bite into you. Give me a fortitude save, Ziri.
Don't fail the fort save. Not like that.
Alright.
Sorry, I only roll failing throws. I didn't know you didn't get the memo, but
You take 4 points of damage as these things leap on you, and they are now just starting to dogpile you. Give me another fortitude save, Ziri.
Not like that. Actually, I guess 10 is, what, enough? Exactly enough?
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
You'd like to know that.
I would love to know that.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to handle later. I'm sorry, Ziri.
okay.
After 1 bite, 2 bite, 3 bite. This cultist takes a guarded step backwards and points to you, Gideon. You will be ours as well, just like her. And it is going to cast
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
second level harm. And I need everybody in that circle to give me a fortitude save.
Not doing great on the saves today.
Hey, that's a good fortitude save for Ziri.
That's a good one to have.
It sure is. Ziri, you only take half points of damage as a wave of necrotic energy that you are so used to working with overwhelms you, and your skin begins to rot and peel as you are unable to move. And as the energy disperses hideously, one of the fallen ghouls from earlier begins to rise again.
Great.
The one whose head I blew clean off?
Yep.
Yep.
Magic's a hell of a drug, dude. Gideon, this one begins to flank you. And it is going to attempt to knock you prone again. That is a success as you fall down once more, and this thing leaps upon you, biting and snapping its jaws at you. Oh, that's... Why did it target that? Why did it... well, it didn't fucking matter. One to step, one to trip, one to bite. Wesk. This one darts behind you. Damn. Making this thing your bitch, Wesk. It darts behind you, reassembling, and as it leaps upon you, you actually hop over its hand, stomping it to the floor, blowing one of its arms off. It falls prone, reeling and hissing on the floor in pain, before crawling away from you. Cezanne, you are up.
I'm starting to wonder how I do this.
Yes, Raleigh. Tell us about your strategy here.
Okay. First, I'm gonna Divine Lance this one that's moved in my way, and I'm going to need to kill it.
Go ahead.
Good ball. Save me now. I'm going to re-roll that with a hero point.
Okay.
That might not have even been necessary.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Well then,
I tried.
I think
Barely clinging to life as your bolt slams into it, taking off its other arm. It is now just one leg, a torso, and a very angry head crawling towards you, Cezanne.
One sec.
Work on the fly.
punch the ghoul. Punch the...
I would have to move in for that. Man, I wish I could, but I would have to move in for that. Okay.
I had a nickel for every time a caster got the last hit on a fucking monster with their hands. I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Happens more than you think.
Wesk, I'm gonna need you to cover me. I'm moving in.
Okay. You move
It's
into
easier
the
said than done.
crawling, snapping undead jaws. Let's hear it.
Hear what?
What are you doing?
That's
Oh,
all
right.
my
You're
actions.
right. 2 for Divine Lance. Alright.
I only moved 10. Can I tumble through?
Tumble through is an action. You would move 15 feet. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You would not have
It's
enough
15
movement.
feet. Okay, that's fair enough. I
Siri,
understood how that worked.
go ahead and give me that fortitude save.
Don't fail the forward save.
The only thing you can do is recall knowledge if you would like to.
Says I can use anything that. Oh, well, okay, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll use Recall Knowledge.
What would you like to know about?
Why can't I move? No, I don't know.
How fucked am I?
I don't even know. I mean, even if I figure out something about the ghouls, I can't talk right now, so.
Correct.
Yeah, nah, I won't recall knowledge. I guess I'll just, chill here since I can't
Okay.
move.
Luckily, your paralysis does end, but it ends at the end of your turn as you slowly begin to agonizingly, as if you've been asleep for 4 days, your body moves under your commands now. As these, Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Snap and bite at you. That is a hit. Give me that fortitude save, boy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Gideon,
That's
Yeah.
your body seizes up. Give me another fortitude save. Okay. That's good.
I would like hero point, please. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it real soon.
That's good. That's good.
Starting to feel more familiar.
You know what? How intelligent are these? Okay. Wesk, this one turns from Gideon to rush at you. And you just bat it away with your dual-wielding weapons. Wesk carrying this fight, apparently.
Someone's got to.
Gideon, give me a fortitude save, please.
I didn't mean to touch that. I'm sorry. I was swapping back and forth between the encounter tracker and chat messages, and I accidentally hit persistent bleed.
It's fine, bud. Gideon needed to roll it anyway.
Was that the roll for the bleed or for the paralysis?
It's for the
this
paralysis.
is very important. Then I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay. Okay. Your paralysis does end, however. It ends at the end of your turn.
And now for the bleed. Nope, still bleeding. It's a bad time for my rolls to fall apart.
Oh, yes. Wesk, you are up.
Sure as hell went to shit. Wesk says as he reformulates his plan.
Also, like, very confused about where fucking the initiative got fucked up here. Hold on.
Leaning
Ghoul hits.
the taking the gun
No,
that he was
Ghoul
originally
missed. Wesk.
pointing at the ghoul in front of him as he turns slightly, seeing Gideon down. He has a clear shot as he takes it. Oh. Wait,
This
no,
one.
actually.
So that's
No,
the
I
turn
see.
order. Okay.
So, Wesk will actually, first thing he's going to do is 5-foot step back here. If I could, actually, there we go. Oh, I'm still on ruler, that's why. Alright, and then he's going to a loading strike on this.
You know what? Yeah, this seems like a good time for this. That is a hit.
Good enough.
Good enough.
That just gave
Ah, yes,
me,
this is a good time for this.
gave me the reload I needed.
But was it the hit you needed?
That is a miss.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay. You fire, and as if by the will of the gods, your bullet misses. As the thing streaks past, piercing through the hood on its head, clipping its ear painlessly.
it's my turn.
Alright. Let's go ahead and roll one of these.
No dice.
Still bleeding, Wesk, from your open wound. Wesk, this one runs up to you. Snapping and biting, it is going to attempt a... Not that. Wait, there we go. It's going to attempt to knock you prone. Failed. Damn. Okay, fine. Fine, we shall do it this way then. Apparently we will not.
Oh, apparently Wesk is just going to continue carrying this fight. Someone has to.
Wesk, you watch as this thing leaps over your shoulder as you go to reinforce Sazan, cutting you off from your ally. It leaps on you. You bat it away with your kukri, and before it can swipe at you, you blast off its left hand with your pistol. It looks unperturbed by this damage, however, as the cultist's turn rises once more.
Oh no.
That's a hard choice to make. Okay. Give me a will save, Wesk. God damn. Alright. Wesk, you take 11 points of damage. You take 11 points of damage as horrible memories flash into your mind as this creature reaches out with one hand, hissing something into your mind, and all you see are bodies lying around you, both your slinger companions and also your new companions, as you sit in the middle of a pile of bodies drenched in your own allies' blood. You shake it off, but you are shaken as this thing.
I was gonna be nice about it.
These things seemingly... How far was that? 25? Have to check something very quickly. Okay. Zan. A ghoul runs up, sprints over you through the doorway. before reaching up, trying to grab you from behind, biting you. That is a hit, however. Give me a fortitude save. Yes, is on. Oh.
Said I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Cezanne, give me another fortitude save. You're lucky boy, Cezanne. You're a lucky boy, Cezanne. As you are now being attacked from behind by these ghouls. Cezanne, you are up.
If I need your guidance, now is the time. Okay. That's a healing emanation on me.
Okay. Looks about like that. Go ahead and roll your healing.
Nice.
It froze my game. What happened?
You rolled all right.
Take it.
Above the average. I think one of those is a critical failure.
Oh, no, that's not supposed to happen. There we go.
Yep, only one actually succeeded.
As a burst of radiant light emanates from you, Cezanne, you and your allies are all healed for 14 damage. However, that is the end of your turn as you are chanting. Ziri, good news, you're no longer paralyzed. But as you look around, you notice a burst of healing magic, and your team is not doing great. Alright, on the Canker Cultist.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Yes.
It is, however, out of range.
Out of range.
Ziri.
Oh, and this one is this one in range?
Yeah,
This one
it's 30.
and this one are both in range.
Yeah, I'll do this one.
Okay. You said this one?
No,
This one.
So,
land.
Alright.
that one.
Go ahead and roll your damage. That is a hit. Ziri's standing up like a woman scorned, incinerating a second ghoul as the tide finally begins to turn in your favor. You have one action left. Okay. Good old shield.
It's not a bad
Stop
move.
hurting me.
All right. I'd like to stand.
Okay.
No sudden charge this time. I'm mad.
Okay, go for it.
Oh my god!
Here's your hero point. As you
Thanks.
stand, your feet stumbling on some of the loose carpet, you reach out, crash into the wall on your left shoulder, swinging and grabbing at this creature. It eludes you, dodging beneath the bookshelves. West, you are up. As well as that, we're going to roll a recovery check for Gideon here. Nope, still bleeding.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'll need to learn to keep your blood.
Doing my best!
You son of a bitch.
How about you worry about you right now?
Wesk, instead of...
I will say it will have
Trying-
cover from the bookshelf from you, Wesk.
That's the thing. Wesk is going to move to line up the shot.
Okay. You're gonna have to...
Either way, it still
There we
makes it.
Go for it. That is a hit. Wesk, like a lizard scorned. That is 11 points of piercing damage as this thing. Though it evades you, Gideon, it gives Wesk the perfect opportunity as you work on flanking it together. There's one to move, one to reload, one to fire.
Mm-hmm.
It is the occultist's turn. Wesk
Hey!
does finally
Finally
stop
managed to
bleeding.
take out the bleeding.
Through
Alright.
sheer stubborn grit and it's not even anger at this point. He's pissed off.
It's not anger, he's just pissed off. Okay, but...
I am just eyeing this woman down.
This point, it's thinly failed rage.
Well, that put me in a bad spot.
That sounds good. That sounds ideal. I need a bad spot for you right now.
Gideon, give me an attack of opportunity.
Excellent. That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Oh, it has a material component.
Oh my god, I'm re-rolling it.
That is a critical hit. That is a critical hit, Gideon. As this thing reaches up, locking eyes with you, Gideon, you feel it. Something beginning to form on its lips, and you reach up and behead it. Straight.
Absolutely not. I am done with your magic bullshit.
Well, that's the end of that thing's turn.
That was gratifying. Good luck, Sazan.
Sazan, good news. Give me another fortitude save.
At this point, I'm just gonna let the Shimmering Maiden guide me.
Jesus, take the wheel. Sazan, give me a fortitude save.
It did. I like that.
Not like that, indeed. Sazan, you go paralyzed. As this thing bites, gnashes, claws, scrapes, strikes, and just yells at you a lot. As your body seizes up as this thing descends upon you like a whirling wind. Sazan, give me a fortitude save. Ah, ghouls. My favorite fortitude save.
My favorite fortitude save.
Sazan, you do clear your paralysis at the end of your turn. Ziri, you are up.
Mentioned how happy I am that I'm expert in fortitude saves.
They are a
that
good
the-
one to have expert
Bro,
in.
same.
Was that the one I got from my doctrine?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
you've
Cloistered
just got it
Cleric
at
coming
level
in.
3.
Cloistered Cleric coming in clutch. Say that 5 times fast.
Ziri, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. As you reach back, hurling a ball of fire at this creature, ravaging your cleric in the back line. You have one action left.
Does shield fall off of me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna recast it.
Alright. Gideon, you are up. And by up,
Question.
I mean you're hurt.
Yes, I certainly am. Question. If I use sudden charge, is there any chance I can get to behind this thing? I would have to go through it.
No.
wouldn't
There's
have to go
a
through it.
doorway.
Yeah.
Well, I can't sit on top of you.
You could go, if that's 55, there's a space right above me.
He wants to flank it.
Oh, right. I thought it was a one-tile wide hallway.
Yeah, that would be 50, and since it's not explicitly a line, your move speed
okay.
is, however, 20, Gideon.
Oh.
20.
Correct. You're wearing plate mail,
Should
bud.
be 25. Oh,
Hey, man. Ooh.
great.
So you
Cool.
would get here with a stride of 2.
I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Should be about there. Okay, why did that pop back up? That about... Well, I can't go all the way through it, I don't think.
With your movement, you could get here with the full 1 stride and then sudden charge, which would let you stride 3 times and attack.
Yep.
But go for it. That is a crit.
Get out of my life!
And you behead the second creature for the night. And everything returns to the silence of the grave.
I would like to stop bleeding now.
Okay, sure. Regardless, we're gonna go ahead and dole out some XP real quick, and then we will probably wrap it up if everyone wants to, because it is
That seems
late.
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And you will each receive another 120 XP for the night from this creature. Combat is off, as you each now stand in a pile of corpse bodies, now further killed again.
Good. Sick of fucking ghouls.
Well, we learned a little bit about them at least. I can't imagine the priestess is any less than this room.
Yeah, I learned I like them being on fire.
Drops his
Just learned that.
pistol and his kukri as he sits down and just rubs his face for a bit.
Alright.
Like to point out that I couldn't even stoke flames at any point in that fight because I never had the movement ability for it.
That was very intentional. I'm sure.
Alright, as we wrap up for the night, what is everyone doing with their time?
Right.
Still got treat wounds immunity.
I would say
Oh yeah, I keep ones. That's right.
you've got about 2 minutes left. I'll say that's close enough. We'll do that. Each of you now free to treat wounds if you should like to.
I would like to use
Excuse-
risky surgery on Wesk.
Okay. Go ahead and describe to me how you risky surgery, Wesk. Are you just not asking permission? You just reach out and snatch up your little lizard buddy?
Yep.
Okay. Wesk, you are being accosted.
Wesk responds. He looks up with a mixture of fear and rage in his eyes, but upon seeing Ziri, he just goes limp as he lets Ziri do what she's got to do,
Little ragdoll kitty.
just relaxing against the bookshelf.
Zero, you obtain 1 Wesk. Go ahead and give me a treat wounds roll. Gideon, Cezanne, what are each of you doing?
I'm going to perform risky surgery on myself.
Okay. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be looking around the room.
What do I roll for?
Go
this?
ahead
Oh,
and
I
hit
need to
your
do this.
treat wounds, just
Oh,
like you.
yeah.
And
Treat
then
wounds. There we go.
one of the options is goddamn.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that wasn't even risky surgery.
Oh, that was regular surgery.
Oh,
Just a
that was just a
regular
crit.
medicine check.
You were
Just a
just
crit.
critting. Okay.
Well, at least I had one good roll tonight.
Well, they also get an extra 10 from the Iron Stone, so I'm back to full.
Yes. Go ahead and give yourself the extra 10, and I will give you.
Give him a little pat and put him back on the ground.
Thanks.
She's getting better with her bedside service, Wesk. She pat you on the head that time instead of just kind of like dropping you.
Not everybody gets a pat.
Go ahead and give me
Fortunately,
a
this
risky
time-
surgery, Gideon.
This time, Wesk was suffering from PTSD. He got the critical success as well.
Risky surgery just gives you the crit for
The
free.
critical success, okay.
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to say that's an automatic crit success, which is why it's so good.
Ziri is just good enough to get it without needing risky surgery.
That-
As you tend to your own wounds, Gideon, you are bleeding a lot, bud, and you are working quick. You are
I am literally
Just-
stitching myself up.
gritting your teeth and pouring in disinfectant, causing searing pain to shoot up your arm for 6 points of damage before the blessed
I also
sweet
have to pour
relief.
some in my mouth, too.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay. You do so.
The tooth fairies ripped open my gums earlier.
Taking out of context, that anyway. And you find yourself being topped off. Cezanne, what are we doing as your party spends 10 minutes just patching themselves up?
I'm gonna be glancing around the room first to see if there's any iconography of you know whom, and if there's not, just to see if there's anything that.
Give me a
interests
religion check.
Sure. I love this campaign. I just get to keep making religion checks.
I did
Yep.
say it was going to be one of the useful ones.
Dang.
Yes, Cezanne, there is
There is.
the door to the north. What I described as a feminine figure with ghosts rising from a cemetery of emptied graves. You recognize this now as she who will not be named, feeding on the spirits of those who worship her.
Boy.
as well as this is a giant stone door atop a stone dais with engravings all around it. This is probably another cathedral.
Cathedral on a cathedral. Okay.
All right. With that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Any closing thoughts for our game
Yeah.
tonight?
Does anyone know anything about ghoul sicknesses? Because I don't know about you, but a lot of us got bit.
What would I have to roll to know about ghoul sicknesses?
Religion. Yes, you do know. Both Ziri and Tazan, and if you would like to roll a trained religion check as well, Gideon.
I do not have training in religion.
Okay.
Wait, do you want me to roll again, or are we going off
No,
the 32 I got last time?
We're going to go with the
Whatever,
25.
25, yeah.
Ziri, Tazan, bad news.
Nah.
The entire party likely now has a disease that is far more dangerous than flybox.
Oh,
Far more dangerous in what manner?
There is an incredibly high likelihood that some of you may have contracted a disease known as ghoul fever.
Mm-hmm.
Carriers and patients of ghoul fever slowly rot alive until it kills them. Then they rise up as a ghoul the next night. This is how ghouls are made. There is an incredibly high likelihood that while you're not positive who might be infected, there's a decent chance at least some of you are now infected with this incredibly dangerous disease.
sounds good.
How does one treat this
That's
disease?
exactly what I was hoping to hear. Thank you. Treatment options.
We can leave that for next time if we would like to.
Sure.
That sounds cool. Mhm.
Alrighty. That was super fun.
That was.
That was.
Okay. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Good session tonight. Yeah, I can't believe you guys beelined for the fucking 4th floor again.
I can.
It's kind of concerning. Are you guys trying to... You guys not having fun? We can talk about speed running my campaign.
I don't think
No,
speed
you were
running.
just complaining last week that we were full clearing. Make up your mind.
No, I didn't. I told you. I was upset that you guys weren't full clearing.
Actually, Trey said he would definitely be full clearing.
Oh, I've completely misinterpreted that.
Riley, you've played Etrian Odyssey. You gotta fill out your map, bud. That's...
And then take notes, and then go back.
Yep. Find all the
And
secrets.
do it again.
We off stream?
We are now.